Well, here's my next one, which, excuse me, was the one that I did for December. And for this, I constructed my own book. And I taught myself how to do a special kind of binding. Can't remember what it's called now, where you sew the previous signature to the next signature, and then I glued it and added some fabric to it, and then I made my own covers. And this one was the collage for December, which is, for me, the Christmas month. I know there's a lot of holidays during December, but I did a Christmas collage in the same size as I'd used in my October journal. So, but the journals inside themselves are different. So anyway, and it's made with watercolor paper, so it's very sturdy. And it opens out flat. So this is December, the opening page, which is 4x4, I think, 4x4, I think. I'd have to measure, and I can't be bothered right now. And so initially I was going to do a series of 4 interlocking collages and use these T tags that I had been saving. And I started out for the first few days doing that. And then midway, and it was a struggle because there was so much sadness in our family, and I just couldn't find a way to really get creative every day. So a lot of the same elements, the jelly print paper and just different kinds of paper. So these are my December daily collages, which initially for the first couple of weeks, I think, were actual collages, where I would make the base large and then cut them up smaller, or tape them together and then separate them and then mount them in the book this way. So I don't remember where I got that paper, but that's another one where I have a little bit of it and I parse it out. And then here we have the sunflowers again for Ukraine, because even in December, I'm still struggling with what's going on in the world. I've used a T tag here. These are little bits from a chocolate bar. Here's another type of paper from the inside of an envelope from the 1920s. And again, that spine that had fallen apart. And I thought of making a bookmark, but then I decided to just to use it. As I said, I'm trying to use all my scraps. So this is where everything sort of fell apart. And I lost I was beginning to really lose my creativity altogether. So I have a box of vintage Christmas paper, and so I just did a little Christmassy type thing. And then, of course, the Free Palestine movement really sort of came bursting onto the scene for me anyway. And I was actually walking to work one day, and I found this sticker in the crosswalk in Seattle. So I picked it up, and I've just incorporated it here. And this was during Hanukkah, so I was trying to be mindful of the fact that there were lots of Jewish people that were also struggling with what's going on. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles here. And then I think really most of us do want peace. And so the colors were still in the theme of recognizing Hanukkah, because blue is generally the color. So I kind of rebounded here with my circles but dark colors. And then I think this is where I just decided to just fully embrace the whole Christmas gift wrap thing. And just every day was a different, incorporating little like elements of Christmas from from greeting cards and some of that German, I can't remember, the name is escaping me right now, but these were all little small gold doilies, and then I had stickers. I think they're made by Dennison. So here we go. Peace on Earth. God, we can only hope. Oh, blank. I don't know what happened that day. And then I just decided here to just like, you know, pay tribute to each of the different types of wrapping paper that I have in my collection. So this is basically what I've done for the remaining portion of December. December, the family was sad still, and probably will be for quite some time. And I count myself lucky that I was even able to put my little tree up, because I really wasn't feeling it. My son and his wife were staying at home in Las Vegas because they had spent weeks flying back and forth for the family. My parents also got COVID, so we did not get together for Christmas this year, or last year, the 2023 season. And yeah, so I really was not in the mood for Christmas. I ended up inviting my neighbor, who is a single woman like me, over for dinner on New Year's Eve. We had a nice, quiet little celebration. So, yeah, so I didn't realize until I started to do this just how much wrapping paper I had. So, for the gifts that I did buy, I've started using them. So, anyway. Holly Hobby, I remember that. My mother used to make these decoupage plaques and stuff for household decorations. It was all the rage when I was a kid. You could find this Holly Hobby gift wrap everywhere. I think this is probably my most favorite gift wrap ever. It's pine cones. So anyway, I felt really really happy to get through December and to get the year over, because I just couldn't find myself in anything that's going on in the world. And yeah, so I started out with the greatest of intentions, and it just didn't work. So I'm just going to tag on here. Initially, when I first started doing this daily exercise of creating every day, I started in September with this book. And I have a video of this already on YouTube, but I'm gonna just add this on here because I didn't have the camera. So I got this book and I tore it apart, and then at the end of it I realized that it had been assigned first edition. So thankfully not worth a ton of money, but it's okay. So this is my September daily collages, and these were small. These were 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, so there's 2 on each page. And this is where I really started to have fun, because when you work small, you can pull little details that would get lost in anything larger. So this is from a map. I believe it was Germany. This is from an old packaging for pins, French pins, and then some wrapping paper. Here's that inside envelope paper that I love so much. Yeah, old Starbucks tissue paper. I don't think they even make it anymore. I can't remember what I did here. Oh, I punched out things that I liked from this postage stamp, and then I just kept that. So that's that's a nice frame, nice way to frame a detail. I think that's wrapping paper. Not sure. There's a chocolate bar. I save everything. Little patterns of paper. I love this little Cub Scout. He was just so adorable. And I was, yeah, it was just cute. This is from a book on textiles from the 70s, which I've kept some interesting pieces of paper from that. So a lot of these are just so this was a Christmas paper thing. think I fall back on Christmas paper when I can't find inspiration, which does happen. This is just regular gift wrap, along with a, I believe that's a Russian bus ticket, a little snippet of it. I have a box where I just toss all my little teeny pieces of paper that I just can't get rid of. This was fun. I like these dots. And this is a pattern from a Japanese book that I had. This is sheet music. Sheet music has some really great graphics and colors on it. This is all end papers from assorted books. And then foreign text. There's some Hebrew. I think that's South African. I have a box full of different types of text. I tried to do a packing tape transfer here. I don't like the shine on there. I think it's too bright, but I do like the shamrock. This is Asian paper, and this is from the inside of a book that I dismantled, and I just love the label from California, so I kept that. That was in my little box of doodads. This is from a gal who lives in Belgium and sells really interesting stuff. And I bought a bunch of, I don't think it's Arabic, but it's from the Middle East, this text. And then of course there's some Hebrew there, and some old Scotch tape, aged Scotch tape there. Just little bits of paper pattern there. Try to do like some monochromatic yellow only there. Pink. So working small can be challenging, but it is kind of fun. This is another one where I was just punching holes out of something, and I decided to keep that piece of paper and incorporate it. So I've got all kinds of foreign text here from all over the world. And then, yeah, bus tickets, dictionary, another old photograph. This is, I love this. This is that envelope paper, and this is that envelope paper. Just so pretty. I wish that we did that now, but that would be really expensive, I'm sure. Black. I was in a black mood. I was in a blue mood. A gray mood. A green mood. Here's another one of those tape transfers that packing tape transfers for an illustration I've had forever from a children's book about Buddha. I like to contrast colors and use, I like to balance it. You know, if I put something dark here, or like if I did red over here, I'd probably want to do a little bit of red here just to kind of offset it. I also like to do work that's in the Z format, because then it kind of draws you into the work. It's from my design days, or design school days. Butterflies. Who doesn't love butterflies? Gratitude leads to love. It sure does. Oh, this one I used fabric, which was kind of fun. I haven't done that for a while, so I have a box full of little bits of scrap fabric too. Green bus tickets from the UK. I love this photo. She's just so like, yeah, bring it on. Yep. So this was my September. I love this one. This is a postage stamp. And I like the way that in this French book somebody was writing in red. I just love it. So another little photo. This was from the 30s, I think. So anyway, that's it. And there's the inscription from the author to the guy that bought it. So there you have it. That's my collage work for the last 4 months. So it's September, October, nothing in November, December, and then in January, right, didn't do anything either. Because I just wasn't feeling it. And so for February, I made these books with these old legal file things. So these are my collages for this month. There's 13 of them so far. And I'll do one every day for the rest of the month. A little bit bigger format for me. And then next month I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start working in this Rolodex that I have and do collage in the Rolodex. So, and then I think that will kind of morph into trying to, again this year, participate in the 100-day project, which I've never been able to complete. So we'll see. Anyway, there you have it. That's what I've been doing. What have you been up to? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.